right, welcome back, my friends. Now, are you ready for a little wellness wisdom? Today, we're learning about the power of grounding, a holistic approach to health that's all about looking at the big picture, not just about treating symptoms. It's about balancing your physical, mental, emotional, and environmental well-being. We've got Dr. Sheree Carara with us this morning. She's a naturopathic doctor who turned to naturopathy herself after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2013. Welcome to Sunrise. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to be here.
Grounding, we just saw a great video about it, and I just want to start there. What is grounding?
So essentially, grounding is feeling balanced in the body. It's not having all the anxiety and the nervous tension in the body. It's literally feeling balanced in the body.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't feel very balanced in my body today. I have been saying for the last couple of days, I keep saying I feel a little off. Is that kind of what we're talking about here? I'm feeling like, I literally said to Wayne yesterday, I just feel tormented a little bit. Like I feel like I don't know where I'm going, what's happening. Do you think maybe I need to be grounded?
Yes.
Like who needs to be grounded and how do we do it?
Everybody should be grounded. I mean, from children going up, especially as we've gone through this journey of life, the best thing to do is feel grounded.
Yeah.
So you can feel the anxiety, feeling off, not feeling good in your body, and not feeling present. So these are very good signs. Irritable, very good signs. But then that's another checklist for, am I going through perimenopause? Am I going through menopause, right? So imagine going through different changes in the body and also not being grounded.
Yeah.
So the first step I would recommend to folks is ground yourself. Let's see how the natural medicine can help you.
So whenever I've heard about grounding in the past, and I do this with my children as often as, maybe once a day, we try to go outside, get our feet, just as simple as that, get our feet in the grass, on the ground. Is that a form of grounding?
It is.
It is.
Yes, there are different tools for grounding.
Right.
I'll talk about 3 specific ones, and you mentioned the number 1 is the earth. There are free electrons in the earth that we need. It helps the body. Consider electrons invisible helpers that can help balance the body. So you just have to walk barefooted. I know we've had like Muta Baruka, right? Everybody saw him or sees him walking barefoot, and nobody really got it. But no, I'm really understanding the difference it makes when we connect with the earth. So it's the sand, it's the grass, it's hugging a tree. The hippie them used to hug a tree.
My mother be hugging trees, let me tell you.
What are them mad people?
Yes, exactly. But there's something to it.
There is a lot to it.
Okay, so you mentioned 3 ways. So getting in just standing on the ground. Okay.
You don't even just walk. Like
just walk.
Even just walk into wherever you're going. To the beach, the minute you get to the beach, take off your shoes. Get to a park where you see sand, take grass, take off your shoes. Outside, take off your shoes.
Got it. Mental
grounding. So this is now calming the mind, getting back into the present. There's an exercise that we do. It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. So 5 things that you can see. You start looking around. 4 things that you can smell. Start smelling. 4 things you can touch. Then 3 things that you can see. I'm gonna mix them up. See, touch, hear. 3 things you can hear. 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And after that, you take 1 deep inhale. And exhale.
Yeah.
And you're ready for the
I love that. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
And so the next thing is sound.
Right.
Yes. So there's lots of research talking about sound and different frequencies and how it affects us. You will notice how sound affects us.
Yeah.
So I have some singing bowls here that have different frequencies.
Yeah. Can we hear some of them?
Yeah. Let's hear.
And these frequencies actually affect our bodies,
yes,
right?
And different parts, I'll say, of the body.
Wow.
Yes, has different sound resonations. And essentially, it's, just picture yourself being in a room, listening to all of this to calm and just put you back into the present.
Yeah.
This is what I do all day.
That sounds amazing. I love that. Let me ask you a question. We're moving into a time where, we are in a time where everybody has a phone in their hand. I have to talk about this because I'm always like, this is a new addition for us. And I was saying to, some teenagers the other day that I didn't have a phone until I was close to maybe 22. And I'm just wondering what the effects of even having that and needing to ground are.
Technology. I like to think of liberation technology because there is an aspect of technology that's good and an aspect that doesn't help us. We're in this world where technology, I mean, it's hard not to pick up your phone the first thing or the last thing. So it's finding the ground in between. So right now technology has expanded to have grounding sheets, grounding footwear, grounding mats. If you can't get outdoors, you know, you have tools that you can use. Me personally, I offer a service called inner voice technology or inner voice healing. Picks up the tones, the top 4 emotions in your voice, and produces tones to help you with the grounding. So we just have to balance.
Yeah.
Phones are not going anywhere. Technology is not going anywhere. So how do we stay grounded even if the entire world?
Yeah, and the truth is that I don't have sound bowls at home, so I'm probably going to have to go on my phone to find a YouTube video to be able to hear it. Oh, the irony. You know, some people are hearing us talk now, and they're like, oh, this is just frou-frou. But there is actual data and a lot of scientific studies that support grounding. Tell us about that.
So essentially, you can find each tool that you have in terms of sound healing, earthing, talking about the mental grounding. There is a lot of research out there. I have to focus on the research aspect of it, but also, how do you, like when somebody comes to me, is how do you feel? How are you? And then after, how are you? We saw a little clip of a video before, and it's like even the people in the video were saying, can't explain it, but this is what happened. So it becomes less focus on the mental, and it's how do you feel. If you feel better, don't focus too much on why, how, when, and needing to prove it. Just go with the feeling.
Yeah, I love that. I think we get caught up so much in like, you know, is this or da-da-da. The truth is it right for you? How do you feel about it? How does that work for you personally? Because it's different for everybody.
My journey even with MS, right? Because I couldn't walk at one point, I couldn't talk at one point.
Wow.
How am I going to explain that?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. For anybody interested in finding out about how to work with you, how to contact you for, you know, grounding or other things, what's the best way to be in touch?
So Rebirth Therapy is the name of my company. So it's www.rebirththerapy.com. I'm also on Instagram, Rebirth Therapy, or at Rebirth Therapy, or look for at Sheree Carara, and ta-da.
Ah, I love it. I think I'm going to be visiting you for some grounding very
anytime,
soon.
anytime.
It was lovely to meet you.
Thank
you for being here and sharing with us this morning. What an enlightening conversation. I love that. Dr. Sheree Carara was our guest. And up next, we're shifting gears from the power of grounding to exploring the voices of impact. So stick around. More sunrise just around the corner. Can I try?
Of course.
Awesome.